Brothers, I think we are in the process of fixing the chief officer. Brothers, I think we are in the process of fixing the chief officer that was tabled in this house, and also the members of the public municipality. So before we start, I think we need to pray. So, Almighty God, in your wisdom and godness, has appointed you these of the leaders and parliament for welfare of the society and the just government of the people. We beseech you, beyond with your grand favor, as your servant whom you have been pleased to call, the performance of parent trust in this republic. Let your blessing descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters of charity and liberation in so just some manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interest you have committed to our church. Amen. Thank you, members. I think before we start with the chief officer, just have to read. So before we proceed, the nominee for the chief officer of trade is here with us, and before we introduce ourselves, it's appropriate for him to take an oath so that we be together. So we administer him an oath. Put on that mic. Yeka karibu. Ufike kuja hapo hivi. Au uchukua ingine. Wewe familia na ushike. Sawa endelea.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I, Abdullahi Muhammad Bonaya, swear by the name of Almighty God that the information I am going to give shall be the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. And before we start, we need to do our introduction. And first of all, thank you. So I think we need to know ourselves, so we'll get to start with our staff. Staff, maybe you can introduce yourself so that we know who is who.
I'm Henry Mukunda, clerk assistant.
Ali Gudana, clerk.
Opa Nicholas, clerk.
Amos Mainge IT.
Go for members. From Chairman Road.
Honorable Petal Mejagilo, member.
Honorable Fatuma, member.
Major Golicha, chairman. Honorable Rashid Ali, majority leader, Sura County Assembly.
My name is Mantile David. I'm a member. I'm also the chair of the team. So members, as per the norm of the committee, we just read some some mandate of the committee, that is Tourism, Industrialization, Trade and Cooperative Committee, is established under the second schedule, Standing Orders 193 of the Official Account Assembly. The committee, along with other sectoral committee, is mandated to the following role as provided in Standing Order 193.5. All members relating to markets, all matters relating to the market, fair trading, practice, trade development and regulation, weight and measures, industrial development, cooperative society, local tourism and wildlife welfare. The Honorable Members, the Tourism Industry Trade and Cooperative Committee is that County Assembly along with other committees was reconstituted between 10th and 12th October 2022 and as the members that we know. So I think the nominee, I think you have understand why we are calling you today for the meeting. This is a committee mandated for that, and I believe that you're in the right place. Second, be free to ask any question if you have, and also if you ask a question that maybe you may not understand, please, you have a right to pardon for more maybe clarification of the same. So I believe that that is exactly the mandate of the committee, and I believe as per the committee, we are friendly. We are not going to harass you, nor we are going to force you the question that we need is relevant to this, the document. Thank you. So I think before I give the members to the question as a chair, the nominee, maybe you can tell us about yourself, your names, and what relate to you as a person. Some personal matters concerning you, we may not be interested in it unless it is an objection for you to say, but we are not going to tell about your private life and things. Just tell us about the broad life of you. Thank you. And also the knowledge of the position that you have been appointed for. You may even say, I'm not comfortable with that position. It's okay. So, Karim. So, let him just introduce himself.
Is it possible to recognize
Oh, yes, a member is here.
membership?
So, proceed, just introduce yourself.
I'm a member of this committee. I'm Honorable Fauziya Jibri.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, for the invite. My name is Abdullahi Mohamed Bonaya. I'm a Kenyan and born in Siolo, specifically in Gaparsa. And in terms of qualifications, I studied my early schools in Gaparsa, then I joined secondary school in Kina Secondary School. Later on, I joined military, Kenya Air Force, for that matter. After completion of the basic training of military, I joined a prestigious engineering school for aircraft. I was aircraft engineer for quite some times, for close to 20 years in Kenya Air Force. And I left the service willingly. Then later I joined this assembly as a senior research assistant director research services. I've worked here. I think Chair is, we have worked with you when I was a research officer here. Later on, while I was in Air Force, I did my first degree after the diploma in aeronautical engineering. So I did bachelor's in security, criminology and security studies, and I successfully completed it. From there, I left this place and joined Nairobi City County as Assistant Director in Disaster Management and Mitigation. And I'm still working there. after this date of examination. And that is just a brief description of on my side. Unless maybe members have a question to add. Just.
If you remember, maybe we have something to add. Maybe there is something that have been omitted. You can add, or something that we have not, we didn't maybe explain well. If there's any member, you can ask. Okay, thank you. Members, as per the nominee and what is required of the nominee in a position of the chief officer, all the credentials that we must have, and also the chairpersons. You can peruse your files and maybe take a look at it, see whether all of them are there. But while we are doing that, because it is in your file, unless it is now your time to ask the question that you think the nominee should answer. Thank you. Okay, I can ask a question. That you have been given appointed by the Excellency the Governor as a nominee for the trade. And I think the most important part of maybe part of their duties. It's a broad docket because it is like industrialization, trade, cooperative, and many things. What's your knowledge of, about the docket that you have been appointed to?
Chair, with my experience, I have worked in several department development, from the military to this assembly and Nairobi County, and I did even trade commerce in my high school as part of my degree also, a unit. So I have a vast knowledge about trade and investment, and I'm a person who is so much enthusiastic about challenges, new challenges. So as maybe I take over the department, I'll be able, maybe if there is some parts maybe that is I do not get well, I'll learn the challenges and come up with the solutions together with I think I will not work alone. I'll be having experts also who are doing the same. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. I personally want to maybe clear it out. If you look at the ID of the nominee at the backside, it's from my area. That is the ward of Karbatula. He was born in Malkadaka, and then he grew up in a rural village in my area called Kaparsa. The reason why I state this chair is to clear the doubt that I may be having a personal interest on this nomination. So Speaker, Chair,
Is your voter?
that is what I want. You know, you can't be in a panel.
Sure.
If you are nominating a person and you have an interest in a nominee, it shows that you may be biased. So I am jealously guiding my reputation as a leader. So I want to be fair to all. That is why I want to clearly state that we will do a due diligence in vetting him. So adding to that, I have also an interest in his nomination for only serving the people of Isiolo as a ward. So if he suits those descriptions, then I will boldly say that I have an interest in him. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, sorry, before I ask a question, in his brief introduction, he talked about where he worked and the experiences that he acquired over time. 23 years of service is not a joke, Mr. Chair, but I don't know whether I didn't listen to him keenly. There's a part that he stated that he's an employee of Nairobi City Assembly up to date. What is it exactly? You cannot vet a person who is working elsewhere, Mr. Chair. So I want the nominee to clear the air for us by telling us if he is still working at the Nairobi City County, or he has resigned and being vetted at the County Assembly. So that is the number one question. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, this position has a handful of challenges, Mr. Chair. The Trade Department is a vital department that require a robust change or an overhaul in doing things. Why am I saying so, Mr. Chair? We are having two key components in this department, that is the trade and investment. Mr. Chair, we would like to see the nominee expediting more on how he will liaise with the donors, with the county government and with the national government to enable our county, specifically Isiolo County, to attract more investors so that we will enjoy the diversity of our country. We have rich resources in our county, specifically in Malkadaka. We have a limestone, I think so. We each need an investment so that we can explore those minerals to the benefit of the Isiolo. We have also mining site, a place called Duse in Kena Ward. We have seen over time our people from Kena and other parts of Isiolo have been reaping the benefit out of those mining sites, but not to the maximum. So me personally, I chair a committee called Budget and Operation Committee. We are not getting enough revenues from those departments, from those sites. What will you be doing so that we will enjoy, number one, as a community, we will extensively benefit from those minerals, number one, in terms of investors who are coming to explore more on the resources in the map areas, number one. Number two, in terms of an county revenue generated at the site, that is a one-source revenue. How will you going to tap that? The final part is the trade part. I have talked about the investment. The trading part of your department. We have women groups who are not totally benefiting from the grants being given by the Department of Trade. And youth and persons with disability are not benefiting because of the law or the act which is not in place. How will you enable those departments to make it functional so that our women, youth and persons with disability will benefit? Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. For the first question, a member asked about my job. I tendered my resignation, but what I said is, up to when I came to run for this appointment, I was working in Nairobi County. So I'm ready to go. I've got no other obligation, maybe just to go and clear with the county. The second question about...
they agreed for your resignation letter?
You're saying that?
Have they approved your resignation letter?
Yeah, there's no problem with the approval of that, Chair.
But you have no document to prove that you have resigned.
I did not bring it, but the copy I just forwarded to my chief officer who is in charge of the deputy sector. The second question about the investment trade.
I think we have to clear that because it's one of the major requirements that when we are fitting.
I'll provide that, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, after finishing with you.
Yeah, it is more important because when we do fitting, we always do a fitting when someone already have no other engagement.
I've got no other engagement. I'm okay
So I
with
believe
so
that
far.
the proof will give the clerk. He said after, so before you leave this compound, you must have.
Yeah.
So I think the clerk, committee clerk will pick it so that we should not be in a position to be in an awkward situation later. Thank you. Continue.
About the second question, I think it's true. Trade and investment is one of the engines that is driving the economy of the county or the country, and it is our obligation as a sector or department to make sure that we are going to tap into it. Isiolo, as you said, it has got a lot of potential.
It's
in
a
terms
small
of trade.
order. I think the photographer, you should have to introduce yourself. So we should not have a foreign in the house.
My name is Mkana Morioki, Communication Officer of the Speaker.
Thank you. Continue.
So as I said earlier, Isiolo has a lot of potential in terms of trade and investment. Ours is just to unlock that potential so that we can utilize it to the maximum. If I am appointed and approved to take over the job, I have got so many things on the table. For the first thing, I have to check to confirm the need assessment of the county, the sector itself. I'll make sure that I'll engage with the stakeholders so that we will be able to tap into that. I'll be able to also look for resource mobilization from donors. And the other thing is what I'm planning is we need to have, with the approval of the Assembly, to have special economic zones. Special economic zones are areas that are designated for investment from other multinational organizations, private sector, so that it can create employment, it can also create revenue for the county. Areas like the member has mentioned, with the limestone, we need to resource map. After mapping out the resource, we'll be looking for investors with the approval of the Assembly. So if we get investors, I think that one will create also employment for our youth, and the people and the community will also benefit. I think in every activity, budget is very important. We need to advocate for budget as much as also we need to look into engage partners so that we can be able to exploit our resource. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, sir, the chair, the nominee has a rich CV. I quite agree with him on the ambitious plan that he has for Isiolo County. And I appreciate his response. He's generous with the response. He has answered the question so well. And he mentioned a part which I also develop an interest in, Mr. Chair. Budgeting is informed by the need of the department, and we budget according to what we have. And as you know, Isiolo is a least receiver of an ex-checker money. So I think we only above LAM. So we do not have much, but we have sustainable income from national government, from donors. But the point that I personally want to stress is the on-source revenue, the revenues that we generate internally. The department, if you are nominated that we're going to lead, has a potential of generating a maximum amount of revenues, be it wear and measurement, which your department need to go around and check and stamp those weighing machines in the shops and the wholesales that we have in Isiolo County. So out of stamping, there is a certain amount of money that we receive from our clients. For a period of time, that exercise have stopped. The process is not, the department has not been generating the wear and measurement fees from those departments. We want to know how you are going to delve into that, so that as a county we are going to maximize on the revenue generated by that department. So we want to see, you are not enforcing the collection, but the exercise is being done by your department. So the enforcement office, which lies under the office of the chief of the CEC Finance, will give you a maximum cooperation when it comes to revenue generation. What plans do you have so that we're going to benefit from revenue generated from weigh and measures, as an example that I've given to you?
Thank you. Chair, I know revenue generation is one of the challenges that most of the counties are facing, and mine is when I take over, I'll just do first resource mapping together with the team. If we map and see how many traders or business people that we have around, then we make sure that maybe sometimes, we have staff, but maybe they are not well conversant with these subjects. So we'll do some training for the staff, so that if they are qualified well, they can be able to collect the revenue. The other thing maybe that I will enforce is to do automation, the system, so that the loopholes that these things goes through, we can, the ordinary receipts, like normal receipts, normally we lose a lot of revenue through that. So if we do the automation, we have the database of our traders and investors within, we can be able to see through the system that this one has been done, the calibration for this machine has been done, maybe certain date on a certain year, it is due for recalibration again. So through the system, we can be able to calibrate the machines that require calibration, and by doing so, the revenues that is being paid, it cannot be collected manually. We are going to do through automation, whether it is through a till system or through bank system, so that the manual system we abolish and continue with the new technology. We need to utilize the technology. Thank you.
Thank you. I think let me ask a question. When I go through your CV, I'm seeing you have done maybe a lot of in terms of the conflict risk. So if I'm asking, handling conflict is part of the management's job or manager's job. What's the most challenges conflict situation that you face? How did you handle it?
So many challenges normally occurs in work area. So the best solution, according to me, to my understanding, to solve any conflict is through a consultative and community engagement. Engage the community, the people, those who are in conflict, make a dialogue. You know, most of the time you cannot always rush to court to do things. Dialogue is the best solution, and I'll be taking the opportunity to take the dialogue on every conflict that arises.
I ask you that because I think you understand that you are a political appointee, and the situation of politics from the conflict of politics will not be the same as the conflict you get in your line of duty before you come to this political appointment. So this is crucial politics and dynamic of interest, and you are in this position, and you see the position that you're holding involve more of the community issues. As the leader said, that this is a community issue, the women group and all of the youth, all depends on what you do, because there's maybe a fund for that. How do you manage that conflict of maybe political interest, community-based line, and also the political of the boss politics, if you understand the boss politics, I put it quiet. So those are now how you handle that one. Separate from where you have been trying to solve the conflict that appears a normal human being. If you can balance between politics and maybe the other part of life that you understand more. So tell us about it.
Yes, I have an experience in peacekeeping. We have handled and have participated in peacekeeping in a country called Sierra Leone for 1 year under United Nations. That place was a really devastated area. We are able as a team to handle the situation, both political and the civil, to an extent that the country got peace up to including now. They are very peaceful. So I know there are a lot of challenges in terms of politics in the country, in the county and in the country. So as a normal human being, the first thing first, the community we are serving are the priority. On the side of the political leadership also, I know the political leadership also has the interest of the community. He's not doing everything of this for his own consumption. So I'll just balance through dialogue, both sides, the community and the leadership, so that you can be able to handle a delicate situation. That's it.
Thank you. Remember me with a question. You can use any language. He's a Kenyan. He said that he's a Kenyan, so he can speak the two languages as required.
I don't have much to say. First of all, I know this person is my neighbor, and also is my cousin. This is my first time.
So you may not ask a question,
Friends.
if that's the case.
The person I know, because I don't have any doubt to him. He's a hardworking man. But I want to ask one question only. Chief Officer, what is the function of the Chief Officer?
Good.
Thank you, Chair. The function of
I think elaborate more that the thread where you are,
yeah.
instead of talking them.
The general function, as in the Constitution, for Chief Officer is to run day-to-day activities of the sector that is representing. Is the one to implement the resolution of the cabinet, and the resolution that has been approved by the cabinet is the one to implement. Is the one to establish and implement policies that has arisen either from the national government, from within the county government, or from the assembly. Also, there are laws that has come up, the acts. So the county chief officer is supposed to be doing the functions of every day-to-day activity of his department. In short.
Any other member?
I have only one question. So, tell us what is your resident can expect from you if approved.
Yeah,
as a chief officer for trade.
as a chief officer for trade, the Isiolo people should expect a very robust trade and investment sector that will be all inclusive, that will be favorable to every business, that is resilient to do business. So that is my vision for trade and investment sector.
Thank you. Maybe as for the chief officer, how many wards do you have in Isiolo County?
Wards?
Yes.
We have 10 wards. Do I have to mention chair?
Yeah, so that we can understand.
Okay,
You
okay,
can
fine.
know 10, but I don't know the names.
Okay, we have Garbatula ward, Sencho ward, Chari ward, Cherab, Garmara, Oldoniro, Wabera, Kina, and we have Ward Kulapesa.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think members are, as per the nominee, maybe if you have gone through the CV, you have understanding. I'm also very happy that some of the members know where you come from. But I believe that as per the list that we have to get something at the end of it. So I think we may not have more questions. Nominee, I think we wish you good luck. But before that, if you have any question of this committee, any comment, any recommendation, you can give before you leave this hall. Yeah. If any, you don't have it?
No,
It's okay.
I don't have a question, but I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to showcase my experiences, qualifications, and I'm hopeful that I have answered the questions to the expectations, maybe to, human is not 100%, but to the level that maybe that amused the committee. So I say thank you once again, waiting for a very positive response from on your side. Thank you.
I think I take this opportunity also to thank you for being part of us this time, and also for responding as the wish of the members. So we also wish you the same. So I think thank you very much, and have a good time. We'll see what next. Tunaomba Mwenyezi Mungu tufike hapo, si ndio? Asante sana. Clerk, you can proceed to see what next. Union.
Hassan Wako, I swear by the name of Almighty God that the information I'm going to give shall be the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, members, we have a nominee for the municipality board member. The names.
My names are Hassan Wako.
Oh, the names are Hassan Wako. And one, these are the members of the County Assembly Committee for Housing, Roads and Public Works, which the Department of Municipality fall on it.
Yes.
So the mandate of this committee is just to do vetting of what the governor nominated.
Okay.
So on behalf of my members, and the speaker. Ours is to ask many questions. But as for the norm and respect of the African culture, for us, what I believe as an African son and the follower of the traditional, with your appearance, we have already feted you, and we appreciate that you are dear to some of us. It may not look good for us to ask you questions, because sometimes that's a norm of African. It will not be good for us to ask you questions. But with the respect and the norm of the assembly, we respect you, and I think the question that you have already taken the oath, that is enough for the day. You can go and rest. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Be blessed. I'm very happy to be before you. These are all my sons and daughters.
Sure.
Yes? I've been working for the people of Isiolo for many years. It's almost 40 years. I've been here as a county clerk for 17 years. Went to ENDA, was in Europe for 7 years as managing director. And after that, I'm still serving Isiolo. As municipality, I've been there for 5 years. But few things I thought of selling to you today, you members, there is what they call 7C principles. The 7C principles talk about communication. Very important. Communication. Commitment. Commitment. Commitment to your people, commitment to the service, commitment to what you are supposed to do. Yes? Third word principle is contribution. What do you contribute? Why are you here? What have you contributed? The other one is collaboration. Collaboration, you collaborate with others. The other one is connectivity. How much are you connected to your people and to these other people, whoever they are? How much are you connected? Cooperation. You cooperate among yourself and cooperate with the other people outside. The other one is about conflict management. Conflict is always bound to rise. It's not unique. When you come to the conflict, you manage them well. I wish you well.
Thank you.
God bless you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nominee, maybe we can introduce ourselves. First of all, we have to take the oath. Maybe we can stand and take the oath. You can use the two books, maybe a Christian or a Muslim. Which one do you use?
I, Stephen Gadogo Wacheke, swear by the name of Almighty God that the information I am going to give shall be the right and shall be truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Thank you. You let him sign the oath. Okay, I think before we start, let us do introduction. So I request the staff to introduce themselves. Oh, sorry, members to introduce themselves. So start with them.
I'm Honorable Fozia Jibril, member of this committee.
Good morning. I'm Honorable Magino. I'm the chairman of the committee.
Good morning. My name is Fatuma Abdullah. I'm the member of the committee.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Honorable Rashid Ali. I represent the people of Kabatula and the majority mayor of Solo County.
Thank you, sir.
Well, my name is Alemantile David. I represent Olumiro Ward. I'm also the chair of the system.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning. Adan Monaya, committee clerk.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning. My name is Yusuf Abdullah, serving the council office.
Thank you, sir.
I am Fatuma Adam, council officer.
Thank you, madam.
Kada Morioke, communication office of the speaker.
Thank you, madam.
Amos Mainge IT.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The nominee is Stephen Kandogo Washeti.
Yes, sir.
Well, you are appearing in a committee for land, housing, and urban development, which is in line with the position that you have been nominated to. That is, what do you call it, municipal board member. Just to tell you why this committee is here. If you got this committee is established by the standing orders 194. The standing orders is like a constitutional assembly. So this is standing order, that is 194, 5F. I just have to read it. That this committee have a mandate to vet and report on all appointments where the constitution of any law requires the assembly to approve, and to make reports and the recommendation to the assembly as often as possible, including recommendation of proposal legislation. That is the mandate of this committee. So that's why you are here as a member, as a municipal board member. We are here for vetting for that position. So maybe before I proceed, maybe give the members a chance to do. Why can you tell us about yourself, at least your personal life, education, experience of where you have been appointed to? You can take 2 minutes on this. One, I think before you do that, maybe you can share your original documents, because we have the protocols. Do you have the original document?
Yes, I have them.
Here. Yeah, you can just remove it. Just feel free.
Just mention the...
No, you can talk about yourself, but the original document we need to have it. The clerk will just have to look at it, but you will continue.
Okay. So
And be composed. You are free.
Okay.
Nobody will harass you. Even if you don't know something, we have no problem. We are not here maybe to interrogate you or to investigate you, no. So just feel free.
Okay, thank you, sir. My name is Stephen Kadogo Wacheke. My origin is from Kiabu, Kiaba location, Karoli sub-location. That's where I was born. And then I went to Karoli, I went to Morrison Primary School. Then from there I proceeded to Karoli Secondary School. From there I proceeded to Pukura Institute of Agriculture, where I got a certificate in general agriculture. Then from there, I proceeded to Florida Beacon College, which is affiliated to Eldoret Bible College. I used to do it during my reef time, because of the kind of the work I was doing. I could not have gone to a full-time college. So I used to go there during my free time, and I spent there for three years, and then I got a bachelor of Bible theology. Then on the side of the work, I from Bukura Institute of Agriculture, I was posted to Muranga County, where I worked up to 2005. Then from there, I was reposted or transferred to Isiro County, where I worked up to 2016, when I got retirement time. And from that time, during the time I was working here, I had managed to secure a plot in KBHU, Allowed Matter Hospital, where we decided together with my family that even after retirement there is no need of going back to Kiambu, because here we had established friendship with many the residents of this place, and also alongside the working, I received Christ as my personal savior. So I had been doing evangelism during my free time, and I happened to acquire the position of first of all it was pastor, then reverend, then I got a bishop, and then so therefore when I got retired, I decided to serve God. And also, I thought it was wise to as I serve God as a bishop, I will be able also to help the residents of this place, because saying that you have retired does not mean that you have expired, because you still have that knowledge in yourself. That's why I decided now, if I stay here, during my time of leaving the earth, I will have affected this place and leave it better than it was when I was coming here. So that's a very short belief of my life. I don't know whether there is something I have left, but during the time I was, I got the information about the municipal council, the municipal board invitation or application. I thought it is wise to take that position, so that I may be able to continue serving the people of this county, because it's a county that I love, actually. It is my home, it is where my children are. Everything that I have, we share with the people in this place. So that's now when I came to apply for this position. And I would be very glad. Actually, in the firstly, I would say I would thank board, and also the leadership of this country because of considering me as one of the nominees.
Thank you.
Yes.
You have tell us your background, which we really appreciate. Maybe before I give my colleagues to speak, Isiolo is a new municipality. Isiolo is a very new thing. I think it is just started during the revolution time, isn't it? 2018. So we have like 6 years now, isn't it? 6 years. So it's a new thing. Tell us if you have a knowledge of what a municipality is and the benefit that accrues from this the municipality. And how do you believe that if you be in that position, you're in a position to ensure that the benefit of the municipality will be felt within this county, the county of Isiolo.
As I understand, is that municipality works under the county government, and Isiolo municipality is within the Isiolo county government, and because I have been living in this place, there are so many areas that I felt if I get a chance, I would put my input that we may be able to improve this municipality, because I know that the municipality is the one who is looked upon by the county government to help improve the livelihood of the residents of the municipality, and even beyond. And therefore, by having the knowledge that I have, I felt that there are so many areas that are lacking, and when I'll be in the board, I will be able, or I will get a chance to sell my idea and suggest what I think it would help this municipality. Yes.
Okay. Let me ask another question. You see, a municipality, maybe where you come from, that is Kiambu.
Yes.
They used to be a municipal long time ago.
Yes.
And I think when you apply for this position, you might have gone through maybe the write-up of the municipality, the importance of it, and what the municipality, what's the municipality, what the changes that will municipality bring to this county that you think we lack, that we need, because when you come from Kiambu, I understand the issue of Kiambu, and it's a municipal long time ago, before even maybe during Moi time. But now we have only 6 months. So if you are given that knowledge, you come from the old municipal town, you may say the municipal will bring 1, 2, 3, because we understand this town is a small town, need a lot, and you as an experienced member of this society, what do you bring you can bring in this county? What will change?
First and foremost, as I have been living in this municipality, I have discovered that water is a problem. And the way I used to use water down there, here you cannot do that because water is very scarce, and you are forced to have water in your tap maybe once a week, ikiwa mingi 2 times. So you cannot use the water the way you want. But as I was thinking about that, I found that in Isiolo there is a lot of water, but most of it get lost because water comes once or twice in the month of April and in the month of August. But water harvesting is very minimal. We look at the water coming and going, sweeping things, and it is lost. But if we introduce some ways of harvesting that water, purifying it, I think we'll have a lot of water in this municipality. As you know, water is life. When we have water, so many problems are solved. On the side of farming, on the side of cleanliness, in our hospitals. Sometimes when you visit the hospital here, sometimes it is very embarrassing when you visit the toilet, the public toilet. Here we have different types of toilets, but when you visit the public place, you find in a mess. You find a mess there. But once there is enough water, I think things will change. The other thing, it is the drainage of this town. The drainage of this town is lacking. I've visited some places here and there, but I thank the Israel government because some days ago, the drainage near the highway, it was improved a lot. But once you get inside the feeder roads and water, you see there are some were there, some are blocked. They are not working. So, but if we put more effort, we can improve those drainages. On the side of writing, so many essays, they need enough writing, and I believe if we work together, because I believe this work, we must work together. We help one another, and we hold hands together, and we find we will come with a very good achievement. Those are the few I would mention.
Thank you.
But there are so many others.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, we have Mheshimiwa Hisia.
Okay, through the chair, I have one question to ask our nominee. What is the main challenge that hinders municipality, and how are you going to address it?
The main challenge.
Yeah, in municipalities.
In fact, the main challenge.
Tumia hii.
Yeah?
Tumia hiyo.
Okay, sorry. Actually, to me, one of the main challenges I would like it to be addressed is about electricity. But I think the main one is water, because if you have electricity and you have no water, I think there is nothing you can do. So I think the main one is water. If you get water, then the rest can follow, according to my judgment.
Okay, you know, the municipality will not deal with electricity because it's a KPL issue.
Yes.
Water, we have what we call the water company. That's how we deal with. Sure.
Asante sana chair. Mzee wetu Stephen Kadongo wa Sheke. Habari. Karibu sana. Hapa inaitwa chamber kama kikao ya waheshimiwa wa bunge la Isiolo. Hapa ni kuulizana tu maswali ile ya kawaida ambaye inatuhusu sisi kama wakaaji na sisi pia kama viongozi. Ni jukumu yetu kuuliza maswali. So usione tukikuuliza maswali usiseme watu wamekaa upande moja wamenishambulia na maswali. Karibu sana, na ile maswali tutakuuliza ni ile tu ya kikazi, ile tu ya kawaida. Hatutaki kuingilia mambo yako ya kiundani. Wakati uliulizwa na mheshimiwa swali, kuna vile ulijibu, ulisema water harvesting na floods ambayo inakuwa katika town ya Isiolo wakati wa mvua, na kwa ile kiwango mimi najua jukumu ya board ni jukumu ambayo inatoshana na upana ya hii town katikati ya hii mji wa Isiolo, na ni sehemu kidogo sana kwenu kufanya kazi na wakaji wa Isiolo kupata huduma ambayo inafaa. Ni kweli mambo ya drainage ni shida, lakini upande ya municipality kuna majukumu ambaye hamfanyi vile inatakikana. Nikisema hivyo namaanisha zile uchafu zinatoka katikati ya mji wa Isiolo inamwagwa kwa ile drainage system ambaye tuko naye. Maji ilikuwa ni mingi, ni shida, lakini ukiongeza uchafu wa town inakuwa ni shida zaidi. Na kuna wakati unaona tu watu wanamwaga uchafu kuziba zile mtaro ya kupitiza maji, uchafu wasiokotu kwa wakati. Hata kama kuna shida ya drainage, kuna shida ambayo mngefaa kutatua kwa haraka, kwa sababu mko na hiyo majukumu. Usafi ya town sio mzuri kwa afya ya binadamu, na pia wakati wa mvua pia inakuwa ni tatizo kwetu. Ni mbinu gani mtakuja kutumia kuhakikisha town ya Isiolo ni safi, na pia zile mtaro zinapitiza maji ya mvua asizibwi na zile uchafu zinatoka katika wafanyi biashara katikati mji wa Isiolo? So tunataka tupatie mwelekeo jinsi ambaye ingefaa kufanywa, wewe kama board member, ndio tuweze kupata manufaa kwa ile muda utakuwa katika hiyo board wakati tutakupitiza sisi kama assembly. Asante.
Asante sana. Kitu ya kwanza ni kujua ya kwamba hii uchafu unatoka wapi, na tukishajua ya kwamba hii uchafu inatoka wapi, sasa hapo ndiye tunaweza kutatua, kwa sababu vile najua kabisa uchafu unatoka kwa sisi the residents of this place, na unakuta wakati mwingine people careless na wakitumia vitu wanaangusha kila mahali. So I think it's good to we train our people that this town ni sisi tutaifanya iwe safi, si watu wengine wageni watatoka huko wakuje watutengenezee, ni sisi tutatengeneza. Kwa hivyo ni jukumu letu, hata kama hatujaunganisha watu mahali moja, tuambie. Kuna wakati, kuna mahali tunakutana hata bila kuambiwa, kama misikiti watu wanakutana, kama makanisani watu wanakutana, kama ni sokoni, tunastahili tujumuike pamoja na tuone vile tunaweza kusomesha watu wetu ili waweze kujua usafi ni bora na unaweza hata kutengeneza maisha yetu. Wakati mwingine kupewa maji kama hii, naona mtu anararua karatasi anaangusha chini, lakini kama uko na hiyo fikira ya kuweka mahali safi, unatoa hii unaweka kwa mfuko. Kama ni chupa, ukimaliza kunywa maji, si kuangusha hapo chini, unachukua hiyo chupa, kama ni kwa gari unaweka, sio kurusha kwa dirisha. Leo nimeona watu wengi sana wanafanya hivyo, akimaliza anarusha. Hata wakati gari inatembea, unaona kama ni maziwa anakunywa anaangusha. Tutafundisha watu wetu jinsi wanastahili yani kujiweka wasafi wao wenyewe, na ninafikiri if we approach them in the right way, people will change na tutaona mabadiliko. Sijui kama naweza kubaliwa niongee juu ya maji kidogo.
No, I think now.
Yeah?
No. We need to go another question now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Chairman, asante mzee wetu Mzee Stephen. Katika majukumu ya board ya municipal, kuna jukumu yenu inaitwa land planning and zoning, vile mpangilio wa ardhi vile inawekwa na kupanga vitu ziwe katika zile sehemu zinahitajika. Isiolo ni town ambayo inakuwa na katika vision 2030 serikali kuu ama serikali kuu ambayo tuko nayo, the national government, wako na plans mingi na hii town. Kabla watu watoke nje wafanye mpangilio wa ardhi yetu, watu wa board wako na majukumu kubwa sana kuweka zile mikakati ambayo zinahitajika. Nikisema hivyo, Mzee Stephen, kuna mambo tatu naomba tu uweze kunifafanulia. Kitu ya kwanza ni sehemu ya biashara ziweze kuwa sehemu tofauti na sehemu watu wanalala. Simaanishi zile lodges tuko nayo katikati ya town. Planning ya katikati ya town iwe ni jambo fulani, kama ni ofisi ya serikali, kama ni sehemu ya biashara, na kama ni hoteli, lodges ziko sawa. Kuna sehemu ambayo watu wangefaa kuishi, mtu anajenga kwake, anajenga boma, anakaa na familia yake. Kuna sehemu ya kujenga industries ziwe sehemu tofauti na hizo sehemu mbili ambaye nimetaja. Kuna hizi inaitwa something called park, resort city park, something like that, ambaye serikali kuu inanuia kufanya. Hizi plans ambaye nakuuliza saa hii, zile vile tutatumia ardhi yetu, ni mpangilio gani wewe kama board member utaweza kuleta katika sehemu ya Isiolo County, Isiolo Central, ndio sisi kama assembly tuweze kujua ni kiwango ya pesa gani zile land rate tutaweza kulipisha katikati ya town, zile mahali watu wanaishi na zile mahali industry inawekwa. So kama kuna plan kama hiyo ilikuwa mbeleni, ama kuna plan kama hiyo unaweza kuileta, sisi kama assembly tuweze kushirikiana. Ndio kitu wa kwanza tuwe na zile pesa ambaye zinatokana na hizo sehemu, na pia tuweze kujua zile sheria mnahitaji tuweze kuwasaidia. So ukiweke tu majibu yako katika hizo masehemu nimekuuliza na vile nimekuuliza, nitakuwa nashukuru sana. Pia sisi kama assembly tuweze kujua kama unaelewa ile kazi unapewa na uko na maono gani kwa hii county hiyo. Asante na karibu.
Okay, asante sana sir for explaining to me that question. What kile ninafikiria ni ya kwamba sisi pamoja na residents wetu tuweze kuelewa jinsi tunastahili kufanya kazi pamoja, kwa sababu tunajua hapa tuko na watu wanaishi, wako na maploti na wengine wanaishi. Kuna wengine wanafanyia biashara, lakini kulingana na uchunguzi wangu ninaona ya kwamba watu ni kama bado wanastahili kufundishwa waweze kutofautisha nyumba za biashara na mahali ya kukaa. Na tukiwa tunafanya hiyo kazi ya kuwafundisha, tukikuta mtu ambaye haelewi, kazi yetu si kumharashi, lakini tunastahili kama ni watu wetu pengine wale wako on the field, waweze kufundisha watu, kwa sababu watu wengine hata hawaelewi. Unakuta tu mtu amejenga duka yake hapa mbele na familia yake inakaa huko nyuma, lakini hakuna kutofautishia na hata kidogo. Na ni vizuri tuwafundishe ya kwamba mtu akitaka premises yake iwe ni ya biashara, kuna ile process yake, na kama ni ya biashara inastahili iwe ni ya biashara, kama ni residential inastahili iwe residential. Na tukifanya hivyo hatutakuta watu wengine wako kwa biashara lakini wamejificha kwa residential, kwa sababu by doing that wakati sasa biashara na residential inashikana pamoja, the county or the municipality lazima itapoteza pesa, kwa sababu huyo hata kujalipe renti zake, na hata akilipa atalipa tu renti ya plot yake at the end of the year. Unaona, so ni vizuri tusomeshe watu wetu na tuwasomeshe waelewe, wasione kama ni serikali inataka tu kuokota pesa. Unajua a time like this one watu wanafikiria tu mambo ya kukatwa hela, mambo ya taxes. So it is good we train them so that they may not see the government or the municipality as an enemy. Waone sisi ni moja wao na tunawasaidia ili waweze kupata mapato zaidi. Yeah.
Asante sana Bwana Steven. Letu maswali yetu ni kama tumemaliza. Maybe if you have any comment, maybe any idea that you want to share with the committee, and the liberty to give it in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
Kile ningetaka kusema ni ya kwamba nikiwa hapa in this county mimi ninajihisi kama mmoja wa hapa, hata kama my origin was Kiambu. It was by then, but now with everything, my mind and even my family, it is here. So hata tukifanya kazi pamoja na nyinyi, nitafanya hiyo kazi kama ni mimi ninajifanyia, kwa sababu ukiharibika hata mimi nitaumia. So nitatengeneza kama ni nyumba yangu ninatengeneza. Yes.
Asante.
Thank you.
Haya, nafikiri tumemaliza naye.
Asante.
Karibu. Thank you. Before we give a nominee,
I, Gabriel Anaro Esokon, swear by the name of the Almighty God that the information I am going to give shall be the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God.
thank you. Do you have a pen to sign? I think we are done with that. You do what we call introduction, so that you know who is asking your question. It's not the members, staff who are here with us. So the introduction, Mheshimiwa Fuzia, start with us.
I'm Honorable Fuzia Jeffrey, member of this committee.
My name is Honorable Benoti Magilo, the MC Kinawu, chairman of the committee.
Mimi ni Mheshimiwa Fatuma, mimi ni member wa hii committee.
I'm also Major Golicha, MC Cherrywood, member of this committee.
Rashid Ali, MC Garbatula, majority leader.
My name is Alemantile David. I'm the Deputy Speaker in Isiolo County. I represent on the Mula Ward. I'm now the chair of this voting committee now. Thank you. Staff.
Adam Bonaya, committee clerk.
Yusuf Abdullah, subject and
Fatuma Adam, Mr. Kursi.
Kadamarioke Communication.
Amos Maingi IT.
Okay. Now I think Gabriel Anaro, karibu. Sisi tutakuuliza maswali ile uko na uwezo ya kujibu jibu, ile ambayo una uwezo ya kujibu, that's not the end of it. So don't force yourself, don't panic, just be simple, because we have nothing behind that, isn't it?
Yes.
Usikieke unalazima uanze kila kitu. Sawa. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Tuendelee.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Gabriela Naro. tell us about yourself, maybe where you are born, your status, or maybe where you are working. Also tell us what you own, what you have in your life. Just a brief story of yourself. We don't want to go deep to ask you maybe personal life. It is just tell us the brief of yourself, of what is now.
Okay.
Yes. Use this one. It is always about, for our own records.
Okay. My name is Gabriela Naro Esokon. I'm born in Isero, Garamara Ward. I'm a graduate from Egerton University, and I'm married. And also, in terms of experience, I work with several organizations, especially as an intern and as a research assistant. I worked with Nawiri as a research assistant. I worked with your division, and also I worked as an intern in the Office of the Public Service Commission in the Wasoniro North Authority, and also I worked in the Isiolo Peace Link as an intern. Yeah.
Thank you. Members, Gabriela is with us, and I think I need to ask a question pertaining the municipality board. I think you understand that you are being appointed to be a member of a board of municipal.
Sure.
Tell us what you understand about the municipal. Tell us also, Isiolo used not to be a municipal. It is just a very young county in terms of municipal. You understand when the first time we had a municipal, or registered as a municipal county, if you have that idea, tell us about it.
Okay. For now, maybe I won't tell that when was the Isiolo became the municipal, but maybe understand the municipality is the administration that has a population of 50,000 and above, and it has its own local leaders that govern and rule the municipal. Yeah.
It may be that you are appointed to that position, or appointed by assembly to that position. What do you think you can do different from maybe the previous work to improve the life of maybe the status of this municipality?
Okay, thank you. As you have said that what I can do better, maybe in every department or in every organization like municipality, there is rules that guide somebody or the worker. Maybe I will adhere to the rules and I will do the right thing at the right time. At the right time when given the task that pertains for me to do, I will do on the right time. And maybe the benefit is that in case of the residents or the community I will be there for them. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have your original certificates?
Yeah, I have them.
I can give the clerk. Because what we have here does not show any certificate. We have just seen the CV. So members, we are in liberty with this and Roma as well. You can use the language that you feel is good for you.
Thank you.
I would like to know what motivated you to apply for this position and give us the relevant experience you will bring on board.
Okay, thank you, Fosia. Maybe what made me to have the interest in this position, I've been, as I have said before, I've been serving the community. And so, because I've been working in a ward or serving a certain community, but I became interested to expose myself to serve the people of Isiolo at large. That's what motivates me most. Yeah.
Gabriela pale. Katika questionnaire ambayo umejaza,
yeah,
kuna position umeweka youth representative. Unawakilisha vijana katika board.
Yeah.
Kweli sio?
Yeah.
Vijana wako na challenges mingi. Na zile shida wako naye katika board ambaye unatarajia kuwakilisha vijana. Uko na matarajio gani kwao?
Okay, asante. Kulingana na mimi kuwakilisha vijana, kama vile ulivyosema, vijana wako na shida mingi, na kwa saa hii shida mingi yenye vijana wako naye ni mambo ya kazi. Vijana wako all over kutafuta kazi, na kama nini municipal ama kama board office, kwa ndani ya hiyo board there is several, kuna kazi mingi yenye zitakuwa hapo ndani, na kama kutakuwa na kazi yenye itakuwa hapo ikiwa inawakilisha vijana na other ages, maybe I will give the youth the priority to be in that positions. Maybe that will be there.
Ni kweli vijana wako na shida ya kazi.
Yeah.
Lakini hiyo ni majukumu ya kazi. Kuna idara imetengewa inaitwa Isiolo Public Service Board.
Yeah.
Na kazi huwa mtu anaandikwa kulingana na zile qualification ako naye.
Yeah.
Ukisema utapigania vijana wapate kazi, utaangalia kulingana na masomo ama mapendeleo?
Hapana, hakuna mtu ambaye utaweza pata kazi kama hauna chako kwa mkono. Nitakusaidia aje na unajua mkono mtupu wa ulambu? You are supposed to have something ndio pia usaidike. Kama uko na masomo yako ndio itakusaidia. Kama hauna chochote tutalamba mkono aje na hauna kitu.
Kulamba ni nini?
I mean documents. If you have something, kama sasa yani kiwa natafuta kazi kama Gabriela, kama sina documents yenye nitapresent mbele ya committee, nitapresent nini? I'm empty. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Asante.
Yeah.
Tunashukuru. Na unaelewa majukumu ya board ya municipal?
Yeah.
Kama gani?
Municipal mostly majukumu yao ni kuwa na developing plans kama planning ya area, mambo na seme how to organize the urban comma plots, mambo ya mchanga. Kuna hii mambo ya monitoring of the services, nominal services, maybe the government, how they deliver their services, like maybe in terms of disposal of the garbages, if there is the right trucks that they are supposed to be there as delivered by the government. Na pia mambo na budget preparation. There's budget preparation that the board they do prepare annually. Yeah.
Asante. Naona unaelewa kazi ya board vizuri. Chairman, swali yangu ya mwisho. Uchafu ya Isiolo kuna sehemu katika ward ya Kurati. Chafu zinatolewa pale.
Yeah.
Na Isiolo ni town ambaye inazidi kukua kila siku. Natumai makazi ya watu sehemu ya Kambigarba imefikia zile mali uchafu inamwagwa. Hii ni majukumu ya watu ya ardhi, lakini pia board wako na sehemu yao ya kuweza kuingilia kuona vile environment ambayo watu wanakaa inatosha kuwa inaitwa makazi ya watu. Kwa sababu sehemu watu wamepanuka, sehemu ya kumwagia uchafu watu wamefikia. Ukiwa katika hiyo sehemu, wewe kama mama, wewe kama kijana, unaweza kufanya mbinu gani kuweza kutoa ile sehemu ya kumwagia uchafu iweze kwenda sehemu nyingine, ndio at least sehemu ya kambi Garba iweze kupanuka, na pia upande ile nyingine watu waweze kushikana ndio waweze kuishi kama ndugu na dada. Na pia ikichomwa ile uchafu ya moshi zinaingia kwa manyumba ya watu. Tuko na watoto, wako wamama wajawazito, wako wazee. Generally kwa afya ya binadamu zile moshi inatoka kwa uchafu si mzuri. Katika ile tukikubaliana kama assembly tuweze kukupatia hiyo nafasi kwa hii muda wa miaka 5 ama ile muda utapewa, utaweza kuleta mabadiliko gani katika zile uchafu ambaye zinamwaga katika sehemu ya Burati?
Okay, asante kwa hilo swali. Actually hiyo ni changamoto kubwa sana ya kwa afya ya binadamu. Wakati chafu iko karibu na wewe, obviously hautakuwa comfortable, kuna magonjwa, kuna nini. Kulingana na jinsi ambavyo umesema, hiyo pia ni kazi ya watu ya land, venye umesema before. Na kwa saa hii kenye naweza sema kwa hilo swali ni kwamba mimi kama Gabriela ama kama representative, maybe peke yangu sitaweza. Lazima tukae kama board na tukae na pia nao watu wa land na mambo ya pollution, ndio tuone jinsi ambavyo tunaweza ondoa hiyo nini pale, ama na njia nyingine tukama na njia nyingine tofauti ambayo inaweza saidia hiyo area. That's a long process ambayo inahitaji combination at least ya a team. Inahitaji teamwork ya kuagree what to do about that. Maybe that's what I can say for now. Thank you.
Asante. Labda naro. Kile maswali yetu tumemaliza. Usiseme tukuulize, mimi nitakuuliza mpaka the end of the day. But now you belong this county, isn't it? You have won this county.
Sure.
So you deserve to be in this county.
Sure.
Karibu. So you have anything to say? Kama kuna kitu nataka kuambia committee, tunamaliza na wewe.
Okay, kenye naweza ambia committee ni kwamba nashukuru kwa hii nafasi. Ni siku maybe ni mara ya kwanza kuapia kwa hii committee na pia kuwa mahala hapa, ndio maana nasema ni asante. Maybe tutaonana siku nyingine majaliwa.
Karibu.
Asante.
Sawa. Before we go to proceed, I think you administer the
I, Lematango Charles, swear by the name of Almighty God that the information I'm going to give shall be the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Asante. Let him sign the oath. Good. So members, before the introduction, I just left to inform the nominee that this is a committee of roads, housing, and urban development, which now the municipality board or the municipal fallen it. The committee was established under the standing orders 194 of Isiolo County Assembly. The function of this committee has many functions, but the one that I read to you is to vet and report all appointments where the Constitution or any law require the Assembly to approve, and make reports and recommendation to the Assembly as often as possible, including recommendation of a proposed legislation. Thank you. So that is the mandate and the function of this committee. So I think before we go far, we do the introduction of the members of the County Assembly who are here, the members of the committee.
Honorable Fozia Zipri, members of this committee. Honorable Fatuma Abdullah, member for this committee.
Honorable Abdulrashid, MC Garbatuna, the majority leader.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Beja Golicha, MC Chariwod.
Good. My name is Lemantile. I'm the representative of Doniro. I'm also the chair of this vetting committee. The staff? Lydia.
My name is Kapura Lydia, committee clerk.
My name is Yusuf Sulay, Sergeant Reserve.
Kadamuriaki Communication.
Amos Mainge IT.
Chair to introduce himself. Chair.
Honorable Abdul Majiro. I'm the MC Ward and the chairman of the committee.
Good. Maybe before we analyze some questions to you, maybe you can tell us who you are. Give us maybe your background, where you come from, why you're so interested in this job that you applied for. Just give yourself 2 minutes. And don't try to panic. Just say smartly.
So my name is Charles Nematango.
Use this one.
My name is Charles Nematango. I'm a resident of Doniro, Isiolo County. I'm a Kenyan, and I'm an educator. I'm also a father and an husband, and I believe I wish to work with the county at least to uplift the standards of maybe how we plan our things here in the municipality, how we do things here. I believe I can do something and something new that maybe others might not have done. Thank you.
Good. Members, the nominee is from also my ward, that is Hero. And I believe here he applied for this position. I think now it's in a position to answer the question that which the members are going to ask. So I request the leader majority to take charge of the questions first. Yes. You have your document, first of all give the original document of your certificates. Wako this mic.
Simele.
Mr. Levatango, good afternoon. I've looked at the questionnaire that you are given by the County Assembly of Isiolo. There are some places you have not properly documented your the legally required documents which are missing. The part number 9, the PIN number of the KRA, you have not clearly indicated in the questionnaire. The KRA PIN is so important. It's a legal document that is according to the current constitution. Did you deliberately ignore to fill the questionnaire or you forget?
It's just an oversight because I have the document here, the KRS, which is there, and even the bill is there. And I can see, I can even say it over the number.
Next time when you fill the questionnaire, you must cross-check so that the members might not guess or go through all the documents just to ascertain whether you have properly documented your papers.
Thank you. I'll do it.
You are the nominee for the position of the board of the municipality, Isiolo municipality. Before you are assigned any duty, it is apparent that you know the function of the position that you are applying for. Can you take us through, but just to ascertain whether you clearly understand the function of the board? Kindly enumerate and elaborate for us so that we may know that you understand the task which is ahead of you.
Okay. From the act itself, one of the functions is the management of the municipality. So one of my reasons for that one is to take charge in the management of the sub-county. Also in maybe having that participation, giving the insight, and then to guide maybe in planning the county, maybe in disaster management. I shall be there to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you. Isiolo County received from an exchequer a very little amount of money when it comes to the national allocation. Given that you are maybe approved by the assembly to be on the board, to be a member, we normally approve, the assembly normally approves the budget for all departments. When it comes to the allocation, the money has never been enough for all departments. But we allocate or we appropriate according to what we receive and plan according to what we have. Apart from the normal allocations from the county government, can the board maybe delve into sourcing for other sources of income, not the income as per se, but the allocation for the proper functioning of the board? Will you have any kind of a donor or any other streams apart from those of the county and the national government that will be injected into the board so that it can properly function without really relying on the allocation that will be at the county assembly?
vision maybe of public, private-public partnership. So we can embrace, we can try and try something on private-public partnership. We can also work maybe with NGOs. There are so many in Isiolo. See the relevant NGOs that we can work with them. Maybe even resource mobilization, or maybe something on the proposal writings, like something like that. So I think those are some of the ways that we can resource mobilize, so that we get some additional fund for smooth running. Thank you.
We have a new member who is yes, in the chamber. He will introduce himself.
I am Honorable Francisco Haji Timalo. I'm a member, and I am also the leader of the minority group in our county assembly. Thank you.
Maybe I have to ask a nominee. The municipality is within the 3 wards. You are aware of that?
Yeah.
It is not the whole county.
Yeah.
With that one now, your mind that you come from far. It is not from this municipality. Come from maybe or a remote area. And many remote areas, some counties are still remote. If you are in this position, will you be in a position to understand that, to try to expand this municipality to maybe to other towns for the growth? Or you believe that's a big, or a huge luggage on your back because you still need a lot from this municipality, especially the 3 wards.
Okay. The enrollment maybe I can say normally start from inside outside. So maybe from what we have, we can start from there. Then we expand to other sub-counties, because at the end of the day, you know, when we carry out spatial planning, we can also capture maybe Merti or Doniro and all those other words, so that when they reach that level, we cannot be repeating again itself. So I think spatial planning is key to maybe including other remote areas of our county to the plan that is within the municipality.
Members, if you have any question, please. No question?
No question?
Just a quick one. Municipality has a role in waste management and disposal. We have seen that in our town, Siolo town, Siolo center, where we sit, has a challenges in waste disposal, especially in the middle of the town. The business people are complaining. Those are our clients. We are here to make sure that they run and operate their businesses smoothly. But you see, most of the time, especially during the rainy season, there are challenges in stormwater management. And that role is domiciled within the municipality. The board must properly function for the stormwater management and waste disposal. What will be your input in maybe delivering accurately for the business people within the town, so that they will not face the disaster during the rainy season, and garbage collection just within the vicinity of the town? So they have that challenge. Number 2, I don't know how they operate, but there are private companies which are used in waste disposal within the residential areas. Those guys, they are doing quite good, but how they operate is a challenge to the residents. With the current economy, charging a household 500 shillings for their waste to be disposed is quite challenging. How will you minimize on the cost of waste management to the residential area, number two, and how those waste, when they leave those residential area, to where it is disposed? Most of the time, those papers and those things scatter everywhere when they are on the road moving. Is there any law or the guiding policy that will strictly or a checklist that is required from those private operating companies so that we will see how they will going to easily or properly dispose those garbages without littering all over?
Okay. So to answer your first question, everything narrows down to resources. So with the proper resource mobilization, I believe garbage collection becomes easier. Number two, everything should start from I as a person. If I can properly manage my waste at the household level, then at the greater maybe county or municipality, things will be changed. So the first thing is give them information that the first waste that you just dispose as an household is has that multiply effect, so that when I dispose carelessly as an individual, another individual, maybe a million of us or 50,000 of us, then it becomes garbage, it becomes load, it becomes something big. So the first thing is the information that we have to carry out awareness. Then number two, resource mobilization, so that we have enough resources to do that one. Then on maybe partners or maybe groups that are maybe engaging in that work, maybe we can push for a legislation maybe in the county assembly here, so that we can even set rates so that they cannot just be there. Then we can also, number two, we can also have a conducive environment so that so many waste groups can just come in, so that we don't have one group or two. When we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, there's no monopoly. Then also technology, because you can maybe we can have maybe papers, a group that collect papers, then we can change that papers to reuse that paper again to something else. So when we embrace technology, we can reduce the waste management. Thank you.
Good. I think members, I may not have more questions on the same. Maybe as other members not asking questions, we are satisfied with that. So before you release the nominee, because I think you're almost done, maybe you have made a recommendation, a question, or anything that you want to tell this committee before you leave, if you have any.
Okay. Now that you have asked me your questions on maybe waste disposal, sewerage and etc. I'm a new person in this one, and you have been there as MCAs and maybe those people who have been working with the county government. What do you think as how can we put our heads together so that we can have responsible waste management in our county or in our municipality for that matter? Maybe majority you can answer me.
You can answer.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. But Assembly as an entity has no role in implementation of what is expected of the executive. We are the oversight body. I think what we really need to do is to tighten our belt so that we properly work for the people. So I don't know whether your question is directed to us so that we may push you to work. If that is expected of us, that is exactly what we're going to do. But as for the maybe creating a law for you to properly work with the residents of Isiolo. We are here to do that exactly. And if there is any requirement from your side as a board, maybe when you are nominated, maybe when you are approved to the board, that any suggestion, any program, any idea that you may have as a board, assembly is here to support you. And the final one, board really works on a need basis. There is no tight schedule for you to operate. But if you have an interest for the people of Isiolo, you need to be at the municipal premises for you to go around and see the planning of the town, the future growth of the town, the expansion, the waste management collection, the collection and the management and the waste disposal, the planning and the zoning of the town is a task that is required from you on a daily basis. So assembly only operates in creation of laws, implementation of the policies, another relevant or other subsidiary laws that is required from us. We are here to deliver on that on time, and for you to operate without pressure, without push and pull. I think we're going to enjoy your services. And whoever has nominated you to this position, there is a lot of expectation from his side. So, as a board, are you here to deliver the expectation of the governor? Are you here to work for the people of Isiolo in general? So, governor works for the people, and we also the representative of the people at the grassroots level. Municipality, as said by the chair, is domiciled within the 3 urban wards. That is Bobera, Bulapesa, and Burat. So, are you able to work for them? And if you are not, then automatically you will disqualify you to be a member. And if you are, then it must manifest itself during the working tenure of your office. So we are here as an assembly to work for the people, which you are already working for them or want to work for them. So we will support and give you any support that you may require. So that is what you should expect from us.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we are done with you.
Thank you very much.
Give us a document and ensure you have all the documents when you leave the compound.
I, Bole Omar Kodana, swear by the name of Almighty God that the information I'm going to give shall be the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Boni, habari yako?
Nzuri sana.
Uko sawa?
Niko salama.
Asante. I think karibu.
Asante.
This is a committee for land, roads and housing. which now the Board of Municipality follow net. And this is the mandate or the function of this committee. One being to vet and report on all appointment where the Constitution or any law require the Assembly to approve, and make reports and recommendation to the Assembly as often as possible. So the mandate of this committee is to vet after the appointment by the Excellency the Governor. So I think we are going to do a vetting, and I just have to request that just relax. Whatever you think you have not heard about it, don't try to punish, because you cannot punish you. It's just a lot of asking what you answer what you know. So maybe before that we just have to introduce ourselves for this committee. So can start with the Honorable Fusia.
Honorable Fusia Jibre, member to this committee.
I am Honorable Nuki Majiro, the chairman of the commission.
Major Guliche,
Honorable Rashid,
My name is Ale Mantile. I represent the Olomiro Ward on the chair of this vetting committee. Will the staff to do? Oh.
Honorable Francisco Retimalo, member of this committee.
I am Kadure Libya, committee clerk.
Yusuf Shibale,
Kadamorioke communication.
Amos Mainge, ICT.
Wait. Boni, tell us about yourself. A very simple way. You can speak the two languages, Kiswahili or English, whatever you are comfortable with, we are free.
Mwanzo nashukuru sana kwa fursa hii. My name is Bone Omar Kodana. I'm born and raised here in Isiolo County. I studied at Loreto Primary School from nursery up to class 8, and then went to Graceland Girls Senior School, Nyahururu, and then proceeded to Kenya Highlands University, Kericho, for my degree course. I took my bachelor's in business management, second class upper division. It was option HR in 2021. So being from a pastoralist community, I love to join the municipality, be a member, and serve to my level best.
Thank you. Maybe you have applied for this position, and in the same place you have been appointed by the Executive Governor for the same position. Tell us maybe the good side of municipality and the bad side of municipality, if you know it.
Well, everything has a good and a bad side, and for municipality, to me it brings more goodness than badness to the society, because number one, it caters for most of the social amenities of which most people in the community use, such as infrastructure, health facilities, and sanitation of the town. Without the three major, I don't think this town will be in order. Yeah, and it engages the community, and everyone feels part of the municipality.
What's the bad part of it? If any?
Actually, it's not a bad side, but not everyone can get engaged. Yeah.
Thank you. Leader, do you have a question? Thank you.
Yes, I also have a question. Maybe I also have a question. Maybe her working experience.
Yeah, so I've been working with different companies and organizations. I work with Isiolo County government, the HR department. I was at a chief there, so I was helping out with the HR roles, like filing, processing payrolls at the Mr. Nzioki's office, for those who interacted back in the times, 2021. And then I worked with a company in Nairobi called Logistify AI as a HR associate, and I was also taking the HR roles. I used to hire and fire employees according to their conducts. I worked with IEBC, water verification, back in 2017 and 2021 as well. Yes, I worked as a dispatcher at a company. The Sukiba company.
Asante.
Okay, well, I would like to know what will you do to ensure the board achieve its priority when we are approved?
Number one, I'll stick to the plan and do the assignments on time, submit the project and the exercises that have been given to do right in time so that we can achieve the goal that we were supposed to achieve together.
Bonnie, what is the organization of the municipality? How is it organized?
According to my knowledge, municipalities consists of the chair and the board members.
The board members and the chair.
Yes.
And then you are working with who?
The manager, of course.
She has the manager, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Only I don't have question for you. Unless maybe if you want to make any comment for the committee, if wish be. If not, I think we are done. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the chance.
I, Mohammed Ahmed Arif, swear by the name of Almighty God, that the information I'm going to give shall be the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Inside. Okay. Mr. Mohammed Tahir, you appear your second time to appear in assembly.
Come again?
The second time to appear in assembly.
Yeah.
For 30 of the same position. Okay. I think before we proceed, we will have to introduce the members who are going to fit you, starting from Honorable Itipalo. What is your name?
Yes, I am Honorable Francis Francisco Timolo, and I'm the member of this committee.
I'm Honorable Fozia Jifre, member of this committee.
I am Honorable Abdul Magilo, MC Kinawod, chairman of this committee.
I'm Fatima Abdullah, member of this committee.
I'm Major Golicha, MC Charibot, chairman of tourism, budget of this committee.
Kwa majina naitwa Boyce Masaleso, Kiambi wa Mera wote.
Mheshimiwa Abdurashid Ali, FCA Garbatula, Majority Leader.
My name is Alamantile. I'm chairing the fitting committee.
I'm Kadure Leader, committee clerk.
Mustafa Abdullahi, Secretary Council.
Adam Bonaya.
Adam Muriaki, communication.
Amos Mainge, ICT.
Good. Nafikiri tumejuana kwa majina. Aya, maybe before we proceed with more questions, you can tell us about your history.
I'm Mohammed Ahmed Tahir. I'm a resident of Isiolo from the Pesa Ward. I did my primary at Kiwanjani Primary School. I went to Isiolo Boys. I did a diploma in disaster mitigation and management. I've worked with several organizations. I've worked with Chairman of Corruption, Kenya Freedom from Hunger Council. I worked with Save the Children. I worked with ActionAid. I also worked with the USAID River project. I also worked in Isiolo, worked in Marsabit, Lodwar, and Makuri. Currently, I also vied twice for a vessel, both 2013 and 2017, but I did manage to get the position. I'm also a businessman. I'm a businessman based in Isiolo. I'm in the transport industry, rental houses, and I'm also a member and director of Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I'm a member of National Governing Council of Matatu Owners Association. I'm also the chair in charge of Matatus in Isiolo County. Also previously I was a member of Isiolo Municipality Board.
Good. I think you have a rich history. Thank you. Mohammed, you said you have been a member of the same board that you appointed to. Tell us the challenges that you faced during your tenure as the committee, as the board member, so that when you come in, you think you can correct on a different level.
You know, we are the one who started the municipal municipality from scratch, and it had a lot of teething problems. The first problem was the handing over, change of taking over and handing over from ministries. It was a problem. It took time before the mother ministry handed over the roles to the municipality. So after we are done, there was no single bylaw to cover the Isiolo municipality. And during our time, we did around 8 and which we presented. The executive, I don't know, it never saw the light of the day. Like transport management, environment, garbage. That was a major problem. And also, funding is an issue, although facilitating the municipality. As board, we prepare a budget, approve it, forward it to the assembly approve the budget, but once the approval has been done, funding coming to the municipalities is an issue. And unless also municipality is given its own autonomy, achieving its mandate will be very hard. So the autonomy of the municipality is very important. And also the assembly to fast track those bills, because without those acts, nothing can be done by the municipality. Because now you cannot apprehend a vehicle, take it to the court because there is no laws which is guiding the municipality. So unless those bylaws are approved by the assembly, it is a naitele changamoto. So it's very important that those bills are fast tracked. I don't know, because I think they are outdated. Maybe they are sent again to the assembly for approval.
Chair, just a follow-up question on budgeting. From the record, it is very clear that the nominee has been a member in the last municipal board before it is disbanded, and we are now constituting a new one. And he's talking about budgetary hitches. Assembly works to do the committee, and the municipal is domiciled under the Committee of Roads, Lands, and Urban Planning. Have you, in your capacity as a board member, ever raised your issue with the relevant committee so that it can be handled before it gets out of hand?
I think what happened after we prepare our budget and it is approved, we raised those complaints to the county assembly, not to the county secretary, and we had a meeting with him concerning the same, and it was very unfortunate that we tried to have an audience with the governor, both the current and the previous, and we never had the opportunity of meeting.
My question, I only address myself to the relevant committee of the House, the Assembly, which is the Land, Roads and Urban Planning Committee. Have you ever had an opportunity to raise your concern to the relevant committee so that the House can see how it can help the board to properly function?
To be honest, we have never done that. We raised the issue. That's when we had a meeting with the county secretary before we proceeded. We never had an opportunity for addressing our problem to the relevant committee.
You know, the reason why I asked that question, the executive cannot oversight itself. So even if you raise a concern to the county secretary or try to get an audience with the governor, you cannot be helped.
Right.
But if you sit down with the chairman and see how your issues can be addressed, I think you will be in better position to tell us that you have been working previously without any hitches. But having said so, I will go straight to the questionnaire that is before me.
Yeah.
For the purpose of record, Mr. Chairman, the questionnaire needs to be filled with the personal information. But if you look at the item number 7, the email address, he states the Great North Agency, which I suppose is the company name. Is it quite in order for the nominee to mislead the House by giving us a company email instead of giving us personal email? That is number 1. And number 2, in item number 15, where it's read about the employment record, he left it blank. And when in the part of introduction, he stated many organizations that he worked with. So I think he left for the committee to guess why he worked, which is not quite in order. I think the form has not been filled properly, according to me. So in future, through the chair, I ask the nominee to do a due diligence so that we may interact with the document and see where we can ask a question.
I think to answer the email, This is my personal email. I don't have a different email. All the communication goes to Great North agencies. That is my personal email.
It cannot be personal. The Great North looks like a company. It has no relationship with your name or your identity as a person.
That is even the taxation and everything I use Great North. That is my personal. For the employment part, I don't know how I forgot. It was an oversight. I can say I apologize on that. But I have attached all the recommendations from my previous employer.
The questionnaire is for the case of perusal. So the members cannot go through the bulk of the document that you have attached at the back of the questionnaire. But it's something that you can rectify later. But since you are already a member, you have been a member of the board, you have not been functioning or discharging your duties as required by the residents of Isiolo, be it garbage collection, be it town planning, be it zoning, name any other function that the board is supposed to do. If previously you have not met the expectation of the people of Isiolo, why do you think that we will give you a second chance to be the board member?
Yeah, I think, as I told you earlier, we are the ones who started the municipality from scratch. We had a lot of teething problems. Mostly was the budget issue. For example, like the garbage collection. We had a lot of problem when it comes to garbage collection. We inherited those old trucks from the county council. We are using the tractor, which was very old. We were using the tipper, which is very old. Until we got the last new dump truck, which was purchased through Kenya Urban Support Program. That is the only vehicle which came and assisted in garbage collection. And the problem is also because we don't have bylaws which is guiding the issues of garbage collection in this town. That's why you find that people are dumping garbage anyhow. And the municipality, you don't have any bylaws to apprehend anybody who is dropping those garbage in the middle of the town. Hakuna. Hata ukimchukua utampeleka kotini na uchewe. Unless those laws are enacted and passed through the assembly so that you can apprehend the person who anafanya kazi kama hiyo. That is a major problem we are facing. Even if we are taking back to the same board, unless those bills are acted upon, there is nothing can be done. It will be a vicious cycle.
Have you as a board tried to generate any bills during your tenure?
Yes, we did, and as a board, we had time, we sat down and did a lot of bills which we presented to the executive and which was submitted to the assembly for enactment.
And you rightfully said that there is no law that guides you as a board. And yet you are confirming to us that you have tried to generate a bill. Why did you generate a bill which is relevant to the specific problem that the residents are facing?
We have presented environmental bill, we have the enforcement bill. Enforcement bill encompasses a lot of waste management, look at the dam, parking, hata mambo ya illegal constructions, mambo ya watu mtu anajenga na mwaga ile waste kwa barabara. I think there is a lot of bill which is presented. Up to now it has not been approved.
Approved by assembly?
Yeah.
So you are sure that we received your bill?
According to us as a board, we did our part and presented to the executive for our transmission.
Thank you, Chairman. I have no other question, but I really enjoy the services of the Meiso company in Darbatula. They are doing a lot, and I appreciate the Chairman. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Do the municipality organize maybe the status of this town?
Come again, Chairman?
I'm asking you that you see the status of this town?
Yes.
And the way it is congested in terms of these, what do you call the vendors, these road vendors. When you walk in the highway, both sides you see the vendors encroaching the road. Like that is the work of municipality to ensure that you have proper planning in terms of town plan. Which action have you taken to ensure that you do a proper planning in terms of those vendors? And mostly those vendors, they are living in a very dangerous situation. And most of the vendors are not from the community. So during that time, what have you done to ensure that we have a good town and a well-planned town? Like there you go to Nairobi, it's hard for you to see a vendor, especially during the daytime, trying to sell things near the road or in the street, in front of the buildings. But here it's a norm. It's all over. And you have a mandate to ensure that this town is well planned. Thank you.
I think, thank you, Chair, for that. As a board, we came up with a municipality strategic plan which was placed, and we did it. The issue of hawkers or vendors along the road, you know, if you don't have the goodwill, political goodwill, you'll never achieve anything. Political goodwill is very important. You remember, we had a meeting with Kenya National Highway Authority concerning the same. We had a series of meetings. Even they came from Nairobi and we discussed concerning the same. And if you can remember, I think you're aware, there was a time our municipal manager alibomoa some vibanda and he was sacked for 2 days. Hakuwa kazini. Alivutwa kwa barabara. Is that reality?
Alivutwa kwa barabara. Na board.
Hapana. Na appointing authority. So, if there is goodwill, kila kitu inawezekana. But with anticipation of the finishing of that, the market, because it will absorb most of those people wako kwa barabara. Wakiingia kwa soko, itakuwa ni rahisi. Na shida kubwa ile iko. Isiolo we have a lot of space. If well planned, tutakuwa na shida. Kama saa hizi, every Thursday we have a market day in Isiolo. Na inafanywa wapi? Inafanywa kwa barabara. Inafanywa huko nyuma. So if the same force
inafanywa wapi?
Huko soko. Unaona car wash.
Okay.
Pale car wash. Thursday and Friday chair tuko na two market days. Tuko na siku ya mitumba na nguo which is on Thursday, na tuko na siku ya Friday which is the groceries. Na yote inafanywa huko nyuma. So shida kubwa ile iko ni wale wako hapa along the road. Hata Kenya walijaribu, tuliwaandikia barua concerning the same. Na walijaribu kutoa watu, walirudishwa na president. Kijaribu kufuatilia historia, walirudishwa. But to be honest, those people wanafanya biashara wakihatarisha maisha yao. Gari kikosa break from huko juu, God forbid, unazaumia sana kama wakaji wa Isiolo. Because a lot of people are doing, kwanza when it comes to massage jioni, that place is a bit congested. Kutoka kwa mission, ama naona hapo Isiolo boys, mpaka upite msikiti, that area is a bit congested. Na kama haitaangaliwa kwa haraka, I think it's a disaster in waiting. I think also we are planning, once it was inaugurated, we requested and we came up with a plan ya hii shamba ya prisons. Na tuliongea hata na it was during Kuti's time. Tulijaribu tukawasema if you cannot be repossessed, they can lease. The county government can lease from prisons, like what is happening in Nakuru. Liki Nyanjui alitoa matatu yote town na akalease kiwanja Kenya Railways, ndio uliona. Lakini naye because of politics, naye ule mama aliporudi Kiika akarudisha tena matatu town. And that is politics. Hiyo kiwanja ikitumika vizuri sana, kama inaweza kuwa leased, inaweza decongest this town. Ukiangalia saa hizi the town is becoming another slum. The town is becoming another slum. How many matatu stages do we have in this town? Mingi. And there is no sheria to regulate matatu. Last month alone, basi tatu imefungua ofisi ndani ya town. And the municipality is not aware. Kuna basi unaona hapo mbele imeandikwa Meriti. Iko ingine imekuja Tamida hapo inakuja. Iko ingine imefungua hapo ndani ya Oilcom. No, there are several. And if these things is not checked, and the municipality hand is tied, hakuna sheria atafukuza hiyo basi. Hata kishika atapeleka kotini na sheria gani? Hakuna. So that is the problem ile. So ile kitu itasaidia Isiolo municipality ni county assembly. Kama hizo mtakitiza hizo bills ziwe sheria, itasaidia municipality. Lakini kama haitapita, and this town is growing at an alarming speed. Hii barabara ikimalizika ya kwenda Garbatula Modogashe, you know, tutakuwa na influx ya other companies, buses zitakuja, basi ya kwenda Wajia, basi za kwenda. And if we don't know, we don't do proper planning, it will be another slum. Na kutoa mtu itakuwa ni vita. And wakati mtu anafanya biashara, you have to give that person an alternative place to do the business. That is what we were thinking. Kama county government, kama haita repossess kiwanja ya prisons, hata mimi naona
that's a gone case.
Yes.
Sina wenyewe sahi.
We can lease. Hata uliona kwa gazeti ya juzi chairman. Walisema now the ardhi ya prison can be leased. The county government can lease.
Yes. Yeah. I have a question for nominee. Since he's a former member of the board, and he wants to go back again. I know there were so many challenges with the former board that actually it never actually played its roles as required. I don't know really what happened. Something must have happened. Maybe you will tell us. This time round, maybe in case you are taken back, how will you do things differently, that the same will not happen again?
Much has been achieved, much has been achieved, some have not been achieved. Ukiangalia from scratch, we came up with the municipality strategic plan. We did a lot of partnership with the SWED project. We did a lot of projects with the Kenya Urban Support Program, and which is very successful, and which has, at least it has lifted the standard of the town. Like easy barabara ndani ya town, electricity ndani ya town. So I think much has been done compared with
I meant what the board itself now, that the board plays its roles as required, contrary to what happened the first time.
The board played its role. Ukiona kama hiyo kazi yote ya Kenya Urban Support Program, preparation of the strategic plan, that was the work of the board. Because board ilikuwa nafanya kazi yote. The manager is just a secretary of the board. So the other problem we needed to kama hiyo budgetary constraints. Budgetary constraints, and also even though like what the majority leader has challenged, ameniambia kweli we failed as a municipal board to bring our problem to the committee. Si tulipelekea executive. Tulipelekea our problem to the executive so that they can resolve. But they are also the contributors to our problem. So tulipelekea fisi tu anunua kesi yetu. Yes. So that was another problem we faced. So I think also, it's good that time we should be having whereby municipality board in working committee, assembly, where our issues, where we need to your assistance, because without your assistance, that thing cannot move. Also, we need to have time to time with the audience with the executive, so that at least one man needs to kusaidia, like preparation of spatial plans, which can easy.
Will you hold any position during that board?
Yes, I was the chairman for finance, economic plan, and human resources.
Maybe you worked well, the other committee was not working.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Tell us that. Since that you, I think as from 2018 when we integrated the municipality to 2024, how many employees we are?
How many?
Employees. I'm asking that one because whenever you get in the districts, all those who are going enforcement officers, so I don't know, revenue collector, I don't understand this thing. They always cry that they have not been paid. Well, when you're in that municipality, you have come out with the plan for it is made for the last 5 years. I think it is, you put a part, because that's from zero. You have no staff that you inherited. How many staff are you employees? Rather than those who are still crying in the street for payment.
The problem is a mix-up of roles. Certain roles which are supposed to be handled by municipalities, but they are handled by treasury. So kutakuta kuna wafanyikazi still wako na net out, but still wanafall under treasury. Wanafanya roles za municipality. The problem ile nyingine kubwa ya facing, we don't have enough employees. Ama wale wako na very few, na wale wengine either casuals ama contracted. They are contracted. So kwa mfano ukiangalia a municipality without an enforcement team, you cannot go anywhere. Unajua sio municipality utakuta maaskari wamevaa uniform, but those are not trained enforcement officers. Unaona? Hata wengine ni casuals. Wengine hata wanajiweka mavi, wanasema ni koblo. Yes, that is yes. That is because akona ile hata ukiuliza mtu wewe nani casual na hapo na uniform na hapo na V. Yes. Yes.
And you are working as a board member.
So the problem is there. Unajua board, you are not there to do what we call day-to-day operation of the municipality. Iko roles zako nafikisha mahali ni kama relay. Wewe unakimbia, ukifika mahali you hand over the stick to somebody else. The day-to-day operation ya municipal money.
Who buy the uniform?
Wengine hata wanajinunulia. Yes, that's a serious issue. Yes.
Promotion nani anapandisha?
Sasa na promote mtu kasho.
Si anajiwekea.
No promote kasho.
That is the situation wanachama. But that is why you cannot employ enforcement officers unless the enforcement bill is there. Na imekuwa enacted. Uweze kumwandika huyo mtu. Na tena uko na ranks. Unajua uko na enforcement department. Wanaita Directorate of Enforcement. Sio hakuna. Go anywhere else. Just go to Nanyuki ya. Hata uingilie barabara mahali imeandikwa no entry, uingilie hapo. Utafika mwisho wako na wewe. Yeah? Isiolo. I can park in the middle of the road and nobody will do anything to me because of the enforcement bill.
Will you fast track that bill you approved.
The bill was already successfully managed.
Yeah, work on it and bring to the committee.
Yes.
Yes, you can give the chairman of the committee is there. Yes.
He was my colleague.
Wapi?
Tulifanya naye save the children.
Tumefanya naye sana. Hata jina sura mjua ni Koroboya bana.
Sasa wewe ndio side unataka kuuliza kodi yako. Yaani yoshima ya bias. Naona unayapa hapa. Okay.
Thank you. So I think if the bill is fast track, na nyinyi ikifika kwenu nipitishe kabisa.
Leta tu baadaye
Because saa zingine wanasema unajua pia municipality lazima tu facilitate MCAs.
Hakuna kitu.
Kuna hiyo. Unajua sasa sisi tuko mbeleni, sasa niwaambie vile tunaambiwa. Bill tumeleta. Unajua lazima tu facilitate kina Alhaj.
But you have a budget for that.
Yes. So
yes. You have a budget for that.
I think kama ingekuwa I had an opportunity of meeting the previous speaker after assembly ilivunjwa. Nikutana naye. Nikamuuliza what happened mheshimiwa. Akasema you know, Roboi, I deliberately refused kupitisha hiyo kitu. Kwa nini? Aliniambia hivyo. Akaniambia unajua hiyo sheria mtavunjia vibanda watu ndani ya town. Na mimi siwezi kubali during my tenure nipitishe sheria kudhulumu. Lakini ajui sheria isipokuwa kwa town inaendelea kuharibika.
Sisi dhuluma.
Yes. So that is the problem.
Okay. Asante boss. Tumemaliza.
Nashukuru. Asanteni kwa muda wenu. Na nyinyi ndio mtasaidia municipality.
It is you and then we can assist where mahali hujaweza.
Sasa. Nashukuru sana.
Karibu.
Haji.
Mheshimiwa Jilo ni kulisi ya jamaa.
Asanteni.
Karibu.
Thank you. I, Geoffrey King Onopea, swear by the name of Almighty God that the information I am going to give shall be the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Patia sahi. Asante. Members, we have a nominee, that is Geoffrey King Onopea. So, before we ask the question, I'm requesting that we do a bit of introduction for ourselves, staff, so that he knows who is who in this world.
Nikianza naitwa Mheshimiwa Lekumalo, mimi ni member hii committee na pia mimi ni kiongozi na wachache katika hii bunge letu.
I'm Honorable Fozia Jibril, Special Elect Member to this committee.
I am Honorable Abdinur Dimajilo, mimi ni MC ya Kina Ward na ni chairman ya hii committee. Thank you.
Kwa majina naitwa Fatuma Abdullahi. Mimi ni member wa committee.
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Mwasalenso Kiambi, Obera Ward.
Mheshimiwa Abdurashid Ali MCL Batula na pia majority leader.
My name is Aliamantile David. I'm a deputy speaker. I represent Olgoniro Ward. I'm the chair of the vetting committee.
I am Kabure Lydia, the committee clerk.
This is Shivali, Sajid Patan.
I don't know what you have. Lydia.
Fatuma Adam Masalusa.
Kalamarioke communication.
Almost Mainge City. Okay. Geoffrey na Bea. Tuambie wewe ni nani? Fanya kazi gani?
Mimi naitwa Geoffrey Kinyo na Bea. I'm a businessman. An eronder. Chairman. Manjuri Ncheke. Meru Council of Eronders. Na baba ya mimi ni baba ya watoto 4 na bwana ya bibi moja. Wangu ni hapa Ishuru na hisi kijiji inaitwa County pamoja ya Wabera.
Namaliza. You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay, members, as we said, and the request that I request the members, as per the norm, Mr. Nabe is a father of this town. All of us, I think, before we are born is in this town. So if we go asking him about this town, I think it means to challenge us. So the best we can do as respect, as an elder, as you have said, in this committee, now we say that we are done with you and we appreciate you. So now, end up muzika. Asante sana. We don't have questions to ask you. Najua baba, mtoto hawezi uliza baba maswali.
Yes.
Sino kweli? So wewe ni baba yetu. Singependa kukuuliza maswali, lakini kwa lengo kuwa basi tunakuheshimu na tunasema asante. Endelea sana. Enda kumuziki. Thank you very much. I think that is the but make sure you mejazie hii.